June is the start of hurricane season, and while most Floridians know to keep emergency supplies of batteries, bottled water, and non-perishable handy, many may overlook the financial side of storm prep and recovery.
So Claire Alford, she's on your side this morning with what you can do now to prepare yourself financially for the unexpected costs of a storm.
That's right, Jasmine and Keitha, good morning. And some of those unexpected costs that may come up after a storm could be additional lodging, food, or gas, which is why those with First Florida Credit Union suggest to keep anywhere from $200 to $500 on hand in cash, especially if the power is not back on, so you can access some of those digital electronic ways to do transactions. They also recommend to start setting aside money now for an emergency fund to help cover costs before you can be reimbursed by insurance. Talking about insurance, make sure to store your policies and other important documents in a water-sealed bag or digitize them. Also, now would be a good time to check your insurance policies to make sure you're covered.
A lot of insurance companies will not issue new policies when a storm is on the way because they need the time on their end to assess your property and to assess your needs. And so when there's a storm coming, it might be too late. So definitely something you want to be thinking about before a storm is impending landfall.
Robertson also wants to remind Florida residents that here in the state, when it comes to flooding and wind coverage, those are separate policies. So if you live in a flood-prone area or an area where you have a lot of wind, she recommends looking into those policies ahead of whenever a storm may be in our forecast. Here in Jacksonville, Claire Alford, First Coast News on your side.